Hello everyone and welcome to another NR2003 video. This video will be the starting grid for the Jack Hill Memorial 100. Yes, you heard that right. This is a memorial race to our good buddy Jack Hill. Jack Hill was a great stop motion maker back in the day, or one of the OG stop motion makers of the Instagram days. He made quality content for thousands upon thousands of people to enjoy. However, we sadly learned over the Christmas holiday that Jack Hill took his own life back 4 years ago in a suicide attempt. In honor of him, there's only one way we could possibly pay tribute to this guy. This guy was a friend of mine. He was a friend to a lot of us. And we did not know of his inner demons. We did not know what he was going through. So we wanted to pay tribute to him in the biggest way possible. And of course, I cannot do stop motions. There's no way possible for me to do stop motions. I don't have the skill, don't have the time, don't have the patience for it. No, not doing that. So we decided to do a NR2003 race with the 2003 cars, and we already have a starting grid set up for it. This will be a 40-lap dash at Daytona, and it's winner take all. And there's no points, no money, just all for bragging rights. And you are going to see in this video that we're going to pay tribute to Jack in a lot of ways, and one of the ways is going to be some of his best buds, including my best buds, will be competing all for 40 laps in his memory and do it one last time. We might do it as a yearly thing. I think we're going to do this as a yearly thing from now on, if this goes well. But we love you, we miss you, Jack, and we will never forget you, bud. Depression, suicide is a terrible, terrible thing. It's something that the stigma should really end. And if you need help, you should definitely reach out, because I wish I could help Jack, but never reached out. And he went quiet for a while. And I thought he just moved on with his life. He got married like my buddy Gino did, and had kids like my buddy Gino did, or like my buddy Carter got married, and my buddy Seth's brother got married. I thought they'd go moved on. We got Christmas night, I got a text from Ian saying, "Hey, Jack died," and I'm like, "What?" And he died back in 2018. Nobody even knew about it. It is now just surfacing that he had passed away. So I said, all right, we're just going to gather many of our friends and pay tribute to this guy one more time, because he earns it. He was a great guy, and he'll be sorely missed in the community. Now let's get down to business. The starting grid for this race starts off with my buddy Shane DiMatova. He is an iRacer. He is a proven iRacer, a graphic designer, and he wants to get involved in sports management in his life. So I said, we're going to compete in the race. He never got a chance to sign up, so we gave him the last car available, which is the number 0 Net Zero car, driven by Jack Sprague. He gets that car. Good job, Shane. This is a name you all recognize. Paul Foddy, driving the number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet. He will be driving this car because he's not only a good friend of mine, but he does great stop motion work with the Lego 88 NASCAR Fan YouTube channel, or used to do that with the Lego 88 NASCAR Fan YouTube channel. He is a tremendous talent, and we originally wanted to give him the 81 car, but I realized it's not here in the original game. I could have probably just downloaded it, but I didn't want to do that. So I gave him the number 1 car. And the reason why my buddy Matthew Dierkel is down here, well, let's just say this stupid idiot didn't realize you could change the names here. I tried changing them in the actual file name, and I screwed it up, and they deleted the original car. Good job. Good job. But my buddy Matt Dierkel will be participating in number 2 for Rusty Wallace's car, which is ironic considering he's a Jeff Gordon fan. Kyle Conley will be participating in number 4 Kodak Max film car. He is a friend of mine from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and he's a big GT racing car fan, so hopefully he can transfer that knowledge into stock cars and maybe win the race. One of 2 of my best buddies, Derek Lewis, will be driving number 5 Kellogg's car. I'm assuming he took number 5 because of Kyle Larson. I know he tricks Lewis. But Lewis will be participating in this car, and surprisingly, Brian, our other best bud, is not his teammate in this car. You'll find out. James Loomis will be driving in number 6 Viagra Ford for Roush Racing. My buddy Garrett Hodge, Diecast Buffet, will be driving number 7 Series Satellite Radio car. This will be a very popular car amongst the diecast review community. Editor-in-chief from one of the newspapers in Atlanta, Georgia, Dom Joseph, will be participating in number 8 Daytona Junior Race Chevrolet. It's really is a censored Budweiser car, but what was I going to say? You know, this car is really good, and it was actually really good in the test race we did. So hopefully that results into a race win come Saturday. I didn't film the race yet, so I don't know who wins this race. Cole Sapinski will be driving number 9 Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. He originally wanted this car because his favorite Chase Elliott, this is his dad's car, so he wanted to get this ride, and it was available, so he immediately took it. One of my friends from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Micah Dane, will be participating in number 1 U.S. Army Pontiac, and he'll be participating in this car. He originally wanted it, and it's good seeing him every month in May, so he was immediately requested to be on the list. My NASCAR friends, Graham McMillan, will be driving number 02 Virginia Tech car. He might kill me that this is a Virginia Tech car, but oh well, I guess my life will be spared. Joe Donahue, one of my best buds, will be participating in number 10 Valvoline Pontiac. Joe is a tremendous talent in his YouTube videos, and I'm assuming that talent will translate onto the racetrack. Who knows? The AI doesn't judge who you are, so we'll be in for a treat of how Joe Donahue does. One of the finest IMSA photographers on the planet, Tyler Dwayne, will be participating in number 11 Hooters car. He originally wanted this because it's his favorite restaurant. I imagine for multiple reasons why. Gay guy like me doesn't know why, but you never know. I think it's more than the chicken wings there, Tyler. I'm telling you. Tyler McDonald, another Tyler, will be participating in number 12 Altel Dodge. He'll be participating in this car. This was an original car he wanted. I think it was that Bobby Labonte's car he wanted, but he's one of the best stop motion makers right now currently that is in the business, and Jack Hill was a stop motion maker himself, so this is a very nice way of paying tribute to Jack by having the other fellow stop motion maker on the grid. PA Posse guy Matt Faust will be participating in number 15 Napa Auto Parts car, another one of my long-time best buds. Does great dirt track work with Joe for the months of summer months, and he does a great job with the PA Posse content. Great guy altogether, so hopefully it gets a good result. Speaking of PA Posse, this is another PA modified driver, Alex Bartarillo. He's one of my good friends through mutual friend of mine. So he is a modified driver who wants to translate his knowledge into stock cars. Ryan Daughtery, one of my friends who I met at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, gave $20 bets to Pato Award and Alex Pillow. He'll be driving number 17 DeWalt Ford. Jacob Cummings will be driving number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Georgia's doing very well in the college championship game, so I bet he's overly ecstatic about that. So he will be participating in this car, and good luck to him in the race. Chris Summers will be participating in number 19 Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge. Chris Summers, Super Junior 48, another well-known YouTuber from the years past, doing very well with his life currently, so that's good to hear. And he will be participating in one more IRA race in his career. Matt Skipper, a buddy of mine for Daytona Beach, Florida. This guy knows it all at Daytona. This is his home track. So he will be eager to win this race. Good luck, Skipper. Drew Ragusa, my friend of mine, met at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He'll be participating in number 21 Motorcraft Ford. He will be in this car. He is now an airline worker, which is very good of him. He wanted to do a YouTube channel, but that just never came about. So he will be participating in this car, and he will be hoping to win the race. One of my best buds, Brian LaFleur Jr., original Big Bri. Well, you can't remember about this car, Brian. This car is perfectly intact. Jack O'Connor, driving number 23 Stacker 2 Dodge. He is now residing in Florida. He used to reside in New Jersey, where I am from. And we are friends still to this day for God knows how many years. And I asked him what car do you want. He wanted a dirt track driver, so he chose Kenny Wallace's car. Kyle Cuthbertson, somebody who I've known for many, many years in Mid-Ohio, Indianapolis, and all the IMSA endurance races. So many years knowing this guy. It's been a pleasure. He drives number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. He'll be piloting this car along with his teammates, who I will go right here in a second. But he chose this car, and it was just very surprising that Jeff Gordon lasted that long on the entry list before it was selected. Kyle took the opportunity and seized it. Brandon Ponetto, driver number 25, UAW Delphi Chevrolet, another friend of mine from Brooklyn. Known him for what many years, came to his first 500, lost his Indy 500 virginity last year, which I'm very proud of him for doing that. He is going to be participating in the number 25 car, teammates with Kyle Cuthbertson and Derek Lewis, and one more who will show you. He originally wanted the 48, but you'll see who took the 48 here in about a second. Gino Harvey in the number 27 Bill Davis Racing Chevrolet. This was not his first choice, believe it or not. I think he originally wanted the 24, but he was late in the signups. So this is the only car he probably could pick. But it was very strong in the test, so I will give him that. He has a very strong car underneath him. So it is a possibility that this Bill Davis car could wind up at victory lane. Hey, they won in 2002. Can they win in the 2003 format? Carter Adelman in the number 29 GM Goodrun Chevrolet. Carter is a long-time stop motion maker along with Gino, very successful people in the stop motion community who have now moved on with their lives, and they are settling down now, getting married, and of course Gino with having kids. So this is a wonderful way to say, hey, thank you for your service. Let's have you in this race. You know, they're longtime friends of mine, and I'm sure that they're going to have a great time watching this race. Matthew Odell, a baseball pitcher that I know who is a longtime friend of mine, does great work in his university, and I asked him to sign up for this car, and he will be participating in number 30 AOL car for Jeff Green. Colin Domerty, another friend of mine who is relatively close to me. He does a good job with his stop motions too. He'll be participating in what is known as an open wheel driver, Robbie Gordon, in a singular wireless Chevrolet. Matt DeFonte, another stop motion maker. Get the hint here, who's going to be mostly participating in this race. He's a World NASCAR Champions. That is his YouTube channel, and World NASCAR Champions is his Instagram channel. Now, big Monster Jam fan, and he wants to show one last thing with NASCAR and participate in this race. And I'm assuming that this car was very good in tests, so keep your eyes out for Matt here. Trent McDaniel, a Champ Kart driver, or a kart on dirt racer. I call it Champ Kart, but people call it Champ Car, but when people say Champ Car, I think of the open wheel Champ Car, the DP01, the Reynards, the Lolas, the Swifts, the Mercedes-Benz engine. Not a kart. Yeah, he drives that. So that's the 38 car he'll be participating in. He'll be participating for the Robert Yates Racing team. Rob Niedermeyer, friend of mine from Wall Stadium. He is a longtime friend of mine. I asked him to sign up, and one of his first options was either John Andretti or Kenny Wallace. And since Jack took Kenny Wallace, guess what he took? John Andretti. Colby Jackson, another longtime friend of mine, who is going to be driving the Kyle Petty car. Surprisingly, in almost won the test race I did. A Kyle Petty car. So this goes to show that anybody and their mother has a shot to win this race. No shocker at all. Ian Perez took the 48 car. This was not a surprise to me. I sent him the invite. Within 30 seconds, he applied 48. It was not a shocker to me at all. It is great having Ian in the race. Diecast viewer, great friend of mine. Pleasure's all mine having you in this race. Brody Banta will be driving Kenny Strader's car. Brody's a longtime friend of mine in Diecast community. He does not make videos anymore, so I don't think his channel is still around. But Diecast Reviews is an Instagram page. You want to go check it out. None of my closest friends, Eric Marchesini, will be participating in number 67 car. Who originally drove this car? Boris said originally drove this car. He wanted Boris Said's car, so he took it. And he's teammates with my other buddy, Clayton Peters. Clayton is a photographer, videographer, and social media manager for Logan Schuchart. Logan Schuchart is a sprint car driver, if you didn't know that. So he was immediately invited to this race, and I'm assuming that with his dirt track knowledge, maybe he can apply it to the race. We never know. This is an AI-generated event, so we don't know who wins. Jackson Bush, a friend of mine on Instagram, will be driving number 83 Aaron's Rent Chevrolet. Now, David, I sent David an invite, but trying to get through to David, it's like talking to a brick wall sometimes. I kind of bust his chops there with that one. Um, he's a Dale Jarrett fan, so I said, screw it, I'll just give him the 88. David Land will be competing in the race. You cannot have a race without David Land in it. Sorry, you just can't. So you got it. You got to invite him. And so maybe the most popular of the bunch of this whole group will probably win the race. LJ Toledo will be participating in number 97 Sharpie car. He will be participating in this car along with his teammate, Kyler Boggs. This guy's going to Spa this year. Can we all just point fingers and be jealous of this guy? He's going to friggin' Spa of all places. Screw you. Just kidding, Kyler. I love you. We're gonna envy you when it comes to Spa time though, because Spa is friggin' beautiful. Wish I was there. He'll be participating in number 98, number 99 car. He's getting his dip in his world in his still photography. So best of luck into that, my buddy. And of course, Matthew Tierkel, like I mentioned earlier, bottom of the list because new car. So that about does it for the starting grid. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will be airing the race sometime this weekend, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and also click that notifications bell so that you know when the race gets uploaded or when we'll be premiering. Don't know a tentative schedule yet, so stay tuned. Till then, this is Robbie Noonan reminding you to help control the human population. Go spade and neuter your damn selves. Goodbye, everybody.